Hi there, hi there, and welcome to this week's video live session. Um, oh my God, excuse me, I wasn't sure if it's working. So let's get started now. In this quick video, I'm going to show you the simple three-step process that you can use to direct your willpower towards superb sleep without any confusion or exhaustion added. And this is not only the exact process that I personally use to tweak not only my sleep, but any other aspect of my life. And all of my clients use successfully. But it's also true that you will, quite frankly, not find anybody out there that is changing their lives using their willpower uh, effectively without using this three-step process consciously or unconsciously quite often. So the problems that we often have when we start to use our willpower is that we fail to, for different reasons, fail to follow through. That's a big reason. We also feel that we often do not have the energy to start something new and give a commitment to use our willpower to do this. And the last thing that happens quite frequently is that we just don't know what to start. What is the right thing to do right now? So let's dig into the 3 steps right away that will help you with all of these and resolve them. So step number 1 is that you want to visualize what you want to do. So you pick one thing that you know will be good for your sleep, but at least you believe that this could improve your sleep, and you visualize the process. So let's say, for the sake of just having an example, you want to reduce your TV consumption or avoid it the last hour before you go to bed. So you start to visualize the process, walk through that process in your mind for 2 to 5 minutes. That's all. 5 minutes of your life. Sit down on the sofa, don't get disturbed, walk through the process, and replace the thing that you want to avoid through something new. Don't leave a vacuum or you're going to get pulled back into that old habit. So replace it through something new in your mind and see if that works for you. Is there anything that's annoying, disturbing? Tweak that in your mind. Second thing that you want to do is to reduce stuff to the ridiculous. So you want to give a commitment of doing this. You ran through it in your mind and now you want to say, okay, I'm going to do this. So don't say I'm going to do it for a year if you're not sure that you will follow through, because it's highly important that you follow through when you use your willpower. This will give you reliability, give you determinants, and you will be able to trust yourself, and this is super important if you want to build sleep trust. So if a year feels too long, what about a month? What about a week? Can you commit doing this a week? Replacing, let's say, watching TV through having a walk, listening to music, reading a book, anything that's really pleasurable and sleep promoting. If you can't give a commitment for a week, what about 2 days? What about 1 day, one single day? Better give a commitment that you can keep than to kind of try to blast out on the length. So if you're not able to give a commitment to yourself to do this 1 day, it's simply nothing that you should start. Just throw it over the cliff and do something else. So, but let's say you say, okay, 1 day, that's a minimum. So you reduced it to the ridiculous. You're going to say 1 day, that's my commitment. I'm going to test this once tonight, whatever, or the day after. And as soon as you commit, you're going to do it and you're going to follow through. So I want you, in step number 3, and this is kind of the last piece of the puzzle, to be accountable. Take a sheet of paper, write down what you commit to, and track it. So if you only want to do this once, it's going to be easy. You're going to put a 1 on that sheet as soon as you did it, or a little check. If you want to do it 7 days, just come up with maybe a little table and give yourself a little check or cross for each day that you did it. And you can max out on the accountability, and that will be kind of the pro tip on step number 3, by just sharing your intention, your commitment to an accountability partner that will track you and keep you on track. So he or she will ask you if you really followed through on the commitment. In our example, you will get a WhatsApp message every morning, and you know you're going to get it asking you, did you do this last night and evening? And that's all that's to it, basically. So if you are thinking of getting an accountability partner, or you might have one already or not, you can choose anybody out of your family, friends, anybody that you can share this. And if you don't have anybody you want to do that in your personal space right now, reach out in a Facebook group. So it doesn't matter if you're in the Sleeptrust group, you can reach out there. If you're in the insomnia support group, there are plenty of people that can use help, and I'm sure you're going to find somebody there who's going to keep you accountable, that you can keep accountable, that it's kind of a benefit for both of you. So, an important thing that I want you to keep in mind is, as powerful as this strategy may seem and is, it's just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to superb sleep. What you are looking at here, I'm basically going to show you now, is proven. Where can I share my screen? So can you see this? Yeah, I think you can see this. This is a proven 9-step process, and that's what it takes to take people from having a bad sleep to having superb sleep again. And willpower is the first block, as you can see, but there's more to it. So first you have to get your mindset right, then you have to practice stuff, and the last point is to get stuff habitual. So there's a lot of stuff that you can get for free. Give me a second to return back to my screen. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that you can educate yourself for free. So I would invite you to check out the Sleeptrust podcast, where I walk through tons of information and tips and routines, processes that I use in my coaching that address these 9 blocks that you need to work on if you are working on your sleep right now. So check that out. I'm going to drop a link in the comments how you can subscribe to the podcast. That way you will get informed on your smartphone automatically each week as soon as I publish the next podcast. And it's super easy to do, and I believe very valuable and helpful for you too. So with that, I will close up this week's episode of the Sleeptrust podcast. I hope that this was helpful for you. Wishing you a lovely Sunday and, of course, a superb sleep.